back here tonight. Smart TVs are growing in popularity, but there's some questions regarding the product's privacy.
You've probably heard the warning that smart TVs might be spying on you.
Your smart TV is watching you. Every show you stream, every button you press, every voice command recorded, analyzed, and sold to the highest bidder. These are the 5 worst smart TV brands if you care about privacy in 2025. By the end, you'll know which ones to avoid and how to protect yourself. Starting us off at number 5 is Vizio, the brand that made cheap TVs cool. Walk into a store and you'll see a 55-inch screen for half the price of a Samsung and you think you got a deal, but you didn't save money. You traded something arguably far more valuable. Vizio's entire business model runs on automatic content recognition, or ACR. This tech scans everything on your screen, Netflix, cable, even your PlayStation, and ships that data straight to ad partners. Here's where it gets wild. Back in 2017, the FTC and New Jersey Attorney General took Vizio to court for tracking 11 million TVs without asking permission. The fine, $2.2 million. Then came a $17 million class action settlement for doing the exact same thing. You'd think they learned their lesson, right? Wrong. Modern Vizio TVs still ship with viewing data collection turned on by default. Unless you go hunting through the settings yourself, your TV starts spying the second you plug it in. Verdict: high risk. They've been caught, fined, sued, and they're still doing it. But at least Vizio got called out publicly. Our next brand is tracking you in real time, and nobody's talking about it. LG shows up at number 4, and this one surprised me. LG makes beautiful TVs. Their OLED panels are gorgeous. Their interface is clean and WebOS feels premium. But underneath all that polish, your TV is running surveillance. The culprit is Live Plus LG's ACR system, and it doesn't watch what you stream. It watches everything. Your Xbox, your Apple TV, your Blu-ray player, if it's plugged into an HDMI port, LG is scanning it. And get this, LG isn't shy about it. Their advertising platform documentation openly states they use content consumption data for targeting. They're telling advertisers exactly what they're doing with your information. Multiple users have reported being locked out of features unless they agree to LG's privacy terms. So, you're stuck. Hand over your data or lose access to functionality you paid for. Independent watchdog groups have confirmed that Live Plus doesn't miss anything. It's active, constant, and feeding LG ad solutions every second your TV is on. Verdict: high risk. LG is watching everything, monetizing it, and making it nearly impossible to say no without losing features. If this is already freaking you out a bit, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Now, think LG tracking your screen is bad. Wait until you see a brand that's stitching together your TV, phone, and appliances into one giant ad profile. Samsung lands at number 3, and they're playing a different game entirely. Samsung doesn't dominate the TV market by accident. They're everywhere. And that's the problem, because when you buy into Samsung, you're not buying a TV. You're buying into an ecosystem designed to follow you. Samsung calls it viewing information services. What it actually does is track what you watch on your TV, then sync that data with your Samsung phone, your tablet, your smartwatch, anything running Samsung software. It all flows into Samsung Ads, their in-house advertising machine. Their privacy policy doesn't hide this. They flat out say they share viewing data for ad targeting. Now, Samsung does let you opt out technically, but those settings are buried so deep you'd need a map. You have to click through multiple menus, scroll past dozens of options, and even then, turning off personalized ads doesn't stop the tracking. You still see ads. The only difference is Samsung keeps the revenue instead of sharing it. And then there's the microphone situation. Samsung smart remotes have voice features, and for years people have questioned whether those mics are listening when you're not actively using them. Samsung denies it, but their privacy policy is vague enough that the concern hasn't gone away. If you care about privacy, this is moderate risk. Samsung is absolutely tracking you across devices, but they're at least giving you buried opt-outs. That puts them in the middle of this list. But cross-device tracking is nothing compared to what's next because the number 2 brand has been accused of spying on children. Roku owns the streaming space. Their devices are in tens of millions of homes. TCL, Hisense, Sharp. They all use Roku's operating system. The pitch is simple, affordable, easy to use, plug and play. What they don't mention is that every single interaction you have with a Roku device feeds an advertising monster. Roku uses ACR to monitor what you watch, but they also embed third-party trackers into nearly every app you install. Those trackers log your viewing habits, your app usage, your watch times, everything. Roku Ads then uses that data for what they call planning and activation. That's corporate speak for we're building a profile on you and selling it. In 2024, Roku got breached twice. Approximately 576,000 user accounts were exposed. Emails, passwords, payment info, all compromised. And then came the lawsuit. In 2025, a Florida case accused Roku of tracking and selling children's viewing data without parental consent. That's a direct violation of CAPA, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Think about this for a second. Roku isn't a TV sitting passively in your living room. It's like renting your space to ad scouts who never leave. They're logging every button press, every pause, every rewind. Even when you think you're alone, they're watching through the cracks. Verdict: extreme risk. Roku is tracking aggressively. They've been breached multiple times, and they're facing legal action for exploiting kids' data. And if you're finding this breakdown useful, hit the like button. It really helps the channel cut through the noise. You'd think that's as bad as it gets, but somehow one company found a way to go even further. Welcome to number 1, the absolute worst privacy offender in 2025. And here's the twist. It's not a TV manufacturer, it's Amazon. Whether you bought a Fire TV stick, a Fire TV Cube, or a TV with Fire TV Edition built in, you didn't buy a streaming device. You bought a direct pipeline into Amazon's ad machine. Fire TV collects everything: device data, your IP address, your location, your network name, app usage, data, what you watch, when you watch it, how long you stay, and your advertising ID, which ties all of this directly to your Amazon account. But that's the setup. The real invasion starts with Alexa. Every single voice command you give to your Fire TV remote gets recorded and stored in Amazon's cloud, and it stays there unless you manually go in and delete it. Most people never do. So Amazon is sitting on a complete archive of every show you've asked for, every movie you've searched for, every shopping question you've muttered at your TV. Amazon does offer a setting to disable interest-based ads. Sounds good, right? Wrong. That setting doesn't stop data collection. It doesn't stop tracking. All it does is change who profits from your information. Amazon still knows everything. They still record everything. They control the entire loop. Picture it like this. Fire TV is a personal assistant who follows you around, writes down everything you say, and then files a daily report with the marketing department. They smile, they help, but they're never on your side. Verdict: extreme risk. Amazon is tracking your viewing, recording your voice, and connecting it all to your shopping history. It's surveillance disguised as convenience. So, there you have it. From Vizio's repeat offenses to Amazon's all-seeing assistant, smart TVs have become data harvesting machines operating in your home around the clock. But here's the good news. You're not powerless. There are steps you can take right now to protect yourself. First, turn off ACR or viewing data in your TV settings. It's usually buried in the privacy or ads section, but it's there. Disable it. Second, disable interest-based ads across all your apps. Go into each streaming service and turn off personalized advertising. It won't stop all tracking, but it limits how much data is being used against you. Third, consider putting your smart TV on a guest Wi-Fi network or using firewall rules to block tracking domains. This is more advanced, but it's extremely effective if you're serious about privacy. Smart TVs aren't evil. They're convenient, they're powerful, and they're here to stay, but they collect by default. You can still enjoy them. You don't have to throw them out. You have to outsmart them. Let me know in the comments which brand on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter tech choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next.